Hello and good morning. It's Sunday the 1st of December and this is my very first YouTube video. Well, my first YouTube video about trains and things anyway. Now if you're the sort of person that likes cutting things out of cardboard with scalpels and rulers and things, yeah, this might not be the right video for you. If you're a bit of a nerd and you like CAD packages and laser cutters and things like that, you might quite like this. Now, one of my pet peeves is people on YouTube that profess to be experts and they go, this is the tutorial, this is how to build so-and-so. There's no right or wrong way to build anything. So my videos are going to be very much how I've done it. If you want to do it differently, that's up to you. I'm not going to profess that I'm an expert on building railways, certainly not yet anyway. And I'm not going to tell you that this is the best way to do it. If you like how I do it, fine. I'm also not going to do long and in-depth tutorials because if you don't know how to do it, you're probably not worth doing it that way. So if you can pick up what I'm doing, great. As I said, I'm not going to do long tutorials, long laborious tutorials with me cutting holes in things and sticking them together. So this is just a general overview of how I'm building my layout. Right, so that's probably going to upset some people. Let's upset some more people. One thing I'm not a rivet counter. So this layout, it's actually called the Merlin Island and Crab Cove Railway, is very, very much a fantasy layout. It touches on elements of reality, like it has trains on it and landscapes and things, but it is very much, as I said, a fantasy. It's kind of based a bit on Harry Potter, actually, as you'll see. But I'm quite a fan of Harry Potter, Terry Pratchett, and that sort of stuff. So the layout's going to be a bit like that. The approach I've taken to building this one is probably slightly different from a lot of people. Several reasons I've done it like this. One is because of where I live. It's difficult for me to cut up 8x4 sheets of plywood and stuff like that, and I'm not very keen on going and getting them chopped up by B&Q because they don't always get it quite right. So I've actually adopted what's called an open frame technique, which I'll actually run through in a bit how I've done it. So the room I've got is about 15 foot long and about slightly under 10 foot wide, and the layout runs along 2.5 walls. So one long wall, one side wall, and half of another side wall. Right, so this is the progress so far. I'm going to point to things which might be a bit weird. I might have actually walk out of camera because I need a cameraman to shoot for me. So we have a wooden frame. This is made of stud-work wood, CLS as I think it's called in the trade. So I'll use it lying around somewhere. So it's made of this stuff. Outside in my shed I've got a chop saw, so I can chop it off to length and screw it together. So on the top of it I've put a track bed. As you'll see in later videos, let me turn the camera around a bit. So as you'll see, as I gradually build it, there's a viaduct going to go on here, and the track will follow round. So this bit, let me get this piece out of the way. So this might be slightly difficult to see and it'll become more obvious when I build it. So there's actually going to be wire mesh going from here to here. Now there's a hole in the middle so I can pop my head through it, because from here to the back of it is about 5, probably even 5.5 foot. So I certainly can't reach that far. So the idea is when I finish building it, I'll have a crane. Here I've utilised an old monitor stand, and I'm going to take this bit off, forget that, I've Need some Allen keys the right size to take it off, but eventually I'll take it off. It's going to have a piece of string that comes around this reel, piece of cord down here, so I can literally clip it on, wind up the centre panel, then just fold it out of the way. At least that's the idea. Whether it will work like that, I don't know. The track bed is actually going to sit, I'm going to change my units now, this will really upset people. Engineers of my age tend to use metric and imperial, even in the same sentence. So it's going to have a 150mm viaduct around here, starting off, and the track is actually going to sit on these uprights. These uprights are 150mm tall, and the track is actually going to sit on pieces of laser cut track bed. Round here, as you'll see in a later video, will be the viaduct. So following it around, you're going to have to excuse all the rubbish because I moved in here about a year ago, and I moved everything from my train room in my old house, and it's all in boxes and has yet to be unpacked. And as you can see, I'm slowly unpacking it all, but not very tidily. I've got a lot less room in this studio, in this train room, than I had in the old house. So the track is going to go around here into this end, come round and back again. I'm not even going to dwell on that bit because it's too untidy to show you. Okay, so that's all for today. As I said, this is my first video, so it's probably going to be a bit rubbish. I've not actually done any editing for 15, 20 years. Just for fun. I did a degree in film studies, did a bit of editing then, but that's about the last time I've done any serious editing. So this whole YouTube channel is a bit new to me, but I'm working on it. YouTube is actually almost as big a hobby as the model trains. So being a typical techie, I've bought all the equipment, all the gear, but no idea how to use it, so you have to bear with me. So the next video, I'm actually going to show you what I've done with the viaduct. It's actually almost completely built anyway, but I'm going to go back to the beginning and show you how I did the first section, actually how it's put together. It needs sanding down, it needs a coat of paint, and I'm going to spray it with Rust-Oleum concrete paint and then weather it. So the idea, whether I'll do it or not, I don't know. So the bit I've just showed you, the bit of the layout, is sort of a circle, and that's going to be a village. So the viaduct's going to go pretty much all the way around the village, then into the station. Now I'm not going to get very little of that done before Christmas. So the idea is to try and just do the viaduct and the village before Christmas. Do a little bit of a Christmas village. Just for fun, and I'll probably even change it completely afterwards, but just a little project for Christmas, so when I have people come round for drinks, I can show them my train set. Sorry, I shouldn't use the word train set, it's going to upset people as well. As you probably realise, I'm not a great one for being politically correct when it comes to model trains, model railways, sorry. I do belong to a model railway club, and they are, not in a nasty way, but they are much more like rivet counters than me. And I get a few funny looks when I sort of call it a train set, and I don't adhere to the right railway company that they're very much on. An NER, I think. I don't really care, I'll put everything on mine. Mine's very much a rule number one. You know, it's my layout, I'll do what I want to do on it. So as I said, that's it for today. When I get more into this YouTube thing, I'll probably actually sort of have a schedule and do one video every couple of days or something. But it's going to be a bit random at the moment. It's coming up to Christmas and I'm doing sort of lots of other things. I only moved into this house February of this year, so I've only been here about 10 and a half months, so I'm still working on the house. It's pretty much all done, but the train room is the last. So this room originally was actually 2 rooms. It was a bedroom, a second bedroom and an ensuite. So I've actually taken a wall out, so the ensuite is now gone. So I've got a 15-foot long by 10-foot wide room, and I've got a few bits of patching up to do, a bit of decorating, but I can't really do that because it's great big piles of rubbish in the way. So that's all going to happen in the near future, and I must apologise, I'm rambling now, but so talk to you on the next one. If you've got any comments, please put them in the comments below. If you feel like subscribing, please do. I know this is my very first video, so I sort of can't expect a huge following of subscribers and comments, but I hope you enjoyed it. And as you probably realised by the beard, it's going to get more Christmassy as December progresses. Then in January the beard goes, or the beard gets much shorter, and I go back to reality. Go back to the normal me. But I hope you enjoy it, and bye for now.